I think I just found the beginning of the video. Oh, bugger. Kia ora and welcome to the Peterson Odyssey. I'm Megan and this is
Daryl.
And together we are converting a 2021 Volkswagen Crafter. If you're new to this channel, thank you for popping by. It's great to see that you're somehow interested in our van build, or maybe our beautiful faces just showed up and you just wanted to see what it was about. We are 6 or so weeks into our conversion, maybe a bit more, and we are self-building here in Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Thank you so much, everyone. This past week we have passed 100 subscribers. So, woo!
When we started our channel, we kind of did a deal for ourselves that we really wanted to document our own, both our own travel and our upcoming van build. So the fact that 100 people around the world, because we know that you're all in different places, seem to kind of want to come on the Odyssey with us is pretty cool. So we're really stoked. Someone said to me, imagine if you had 100 people sitting in your living room listening to you, and I'd be like, oh, that's a bit crazy. So just speaking of subscribes, now we had the goal in our heads of 100 would be cool. We have another goal and you're going to help us get there. So if you like this channel, if you like what we're doing, just hit the subscribe. We post videos every week, every Sunday morning, New Zealand time, and they are real. They're
Yes.
highs and lows.
I guess the next goal, is maybe get to a...
Let you guys guess. So today's video,
wiring. It's just the wiring for all the DC 12 volt power for our lights, our fridges.
our toilet, everything pretty much we're wiring that goes behind the walls. So anything that's in front, like the batteries and all that stuff, that's to come later. So we're just doing the groundwork underneath the layer.
Yes, what will go behind the walls.
Yeah. So our electrician has given us a lot of stuff. It's a little overwhelming. Let's get rid of what we don't need today. A little more manageable.
Right, so the wire's double sheathed, so it's got a sheathing on the outside, which is the black, and then within the black you can see the positive and negative wires, which also have their own sheathing as well. Is that then this rubs
Right, okay, so it's double protection.
Here, so it's protected, but then to really make things even better for us, if we wanted, is that we can then cut some of this loom here. Like if this was the hole, we can put run the cable through here, because then you're going to have a third thing covering.
Probably around here, same way we'll have the fridge.
To have a big massive wire junction.
Hopefully.
I'm almost thinking you could
Go around the side of the board.
Yeah.
Is it the right gauge for the wire, for the lights?
Yep.
Okay, let's just start running it and see what happens.
Okay, so so that would wire up that light.
Yeah. And the
wire
light,
up that light, and yeah, then back down.
Okay.
Does that kind of work for you?
Yeah, that works. Have we just done our first thing? Because you're not going to be able to get your little conduit thingy up here.
No, I think that's when we maybe just cover and say that's pretty well
wedged in.
Wedged in, yeah. Especially if you, geez, I think even you put something crazy like blue tack or something, just wedged in.
What's your van held together with? Blue tack. Okay. What now? Should we? Do you feel brave enough to cut this one that you've pulled out? Yeah, about there. That will do. Oop. Is that good?
Yep.
Rear to lights number 1.
In here we're going to get some of our silicon that we use to put the windows in. We're going to gunk it into here, and then we're going to then cover this over a hole that we've got, so that we're going to have a circle. So we've got a circle that we can then
all the things go through.
feed the wires in. And just like any other good endeavour, you realise that you've made a mistake. Just popped inside and then realised that for the wire that we've just cut, we didn't allow enough room, enough wire to run for the switch.
Okay, so here's the close-up view of what we've done. I've just got these guys all tied together at the bottom, so we've labelled each of the ends and they come up through this. I've just done the same under here with protecting that. Then we go up, a little bit of conduit. So these are Maxi fan for the rear, mine and Daryl's reading lights, and then a LED light for the garage. So we go along, and again we've just got some of this loom, keeping everything protected from rubbing but also nice and tidy. We go up and over. Alright, Maxi fan. So this and this will connect up, and then as we go down, we had two running to the right. I had to check which one that was. So out the back and then over again, a little bit of loom. And so we come down, we've made these really long, these long tails, but Daryl's light and then the garage light when we open up the back door. Just be able to do that. And then back up and then going to the left, we've got my reading light. And speaking of light, we're going to stop there because we're about to lose the natural light. And now that we kind of have a, oh, it's on my head. Now that we kind of know what we're doing, I think we'll be able to work through stuff tomorrow at a relative pace and get some stuff done.
I don't think it would take too long.
No, neither. It'll be really, really exciting. So we'll see you again in the morning. Good Sunday morning. We're back at it. We've just done the we didn't film it, but we just ran the line behind the wall for the inverter remote on off switch thing that's going to be up here on the wall by our bed. And now we're just getting ready to start wiring this section of the van. We're kind of working in sections, right? So that's the shower, light and extractor, the toilet, fan, the fridge, the something else goes through here, water pump, and up here we've got lights and controls and stuff that will end up in the upper cabinet that we're going to build up here. Alright, let's get back to it. Okay, no more mucking around with 1mm, we're onto the big babies. This is a 5mm gauge wire, and we're going to run this is for the fridge and the diesel heater. So we're going to do the diesel heater, which is just behind where you guys are, and around and up and over. Phew, a biggie. We're literally using every nook and every cranny. So it's out of the way. Nice.
Maybe put some more.
A little bit of loom there.
Loom in there, yeah.
And on the end? Oh no, it just pops out.
Yeah, it just pops out.
Pops out down there. Cool. Wiring. We're doing these little loom pieces just to stop any friction, and then we're choosing to run everything up via the beams, the beams of the van, just so that way it's all done. And then when we put the wooden pieces on the sides, we know that we can push the wires out of the way and screw in and then attach our ceiling with nothing getting damaged. Okay, so Daryl just crack that guy on and then just stops it from rubbing. Perfect. Cut. I thought you might want to snap this big Bertha.
Okay.
We got to cut it.
Yeah, I know.
About where your hand is. It's probably more than enough.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so that's diesel heater. Oh, we need to label. Are we lucky as?
That's what we planned.
It is not what we planned, not even in the slightest. Whoa, that was a bullet dodged. So, YouTube, we'll just show you, just jump out of the way, Des. So we've managed to go from where the diesel heater is, up, and then we've gone back, and then thank God we've been able to go up, and along, so this one goes from there, up, and then in here, this bit that's dangling, which is heaps. Actually, if I look at it like that, it's probably too much. Yeah. That's to take it down to the switch that we're going to have beside our bed, and it goes back up, and then down this one, and out through this little spaghetti junction of stuff, and into the junction, what do you call it? Fuse box. We dodged a bullet. We just dodged a big bullet. So, phew. So this is this fancy little monitor thing that Daryl's bought. It's from a company called Cymarine. It's going to go just up here on the top facing part of our upper cabinets as you walk into the van. And this is our monitor for batteries and water. What I really like about it is it's super sleek. It's called a Pico monitor. It's really pretty looking, which given that I don't want the van to have too many like monitors and buttons and stuff out on display, that's nice and tidy. So we're just going to see how this goes in the van. Yes?
Yep.
Running off it.
Mm-hmm.
Red, and then a black positive negative goes to all these, goes to this.
Having the splitter here.
Inside our dishes cabinet, essentially.
Seems like it.
Okay, so it's I think it's maybe 1 or 2 days after we saw you last. I've just finished work for the day, so I've been inside tappy away, and Daryl's been out here finishing off wiring, maybe? So we're just going to get an update. I don't know what he's done, for sure, so let's see it.
Oh yes, we realised that for our distribution box that we've only got 15 positive terminals, but we had 16 leads. So the first thing we did is we kind of made 2 become 1. So we've got a thicker wire. Got a thicker wire, so we've combined our 2 reading lights that we've got here.
So they're on 1 wire,
Yeah.
1 fuse,
Yeah.
but because they've got a switch, we can operate them independently.
Yes.
Cool. And this is thicker wire than we had before?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's just 2mm wire.
2mm wire, yep.
Yeah. So I've done that.
So that was pulling the mill out and starting again?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Which is kind of good, because then with that wire I've used that to run the kitchen LED light from where the fuse box will be.
Is one of these kitchen LEDs?
Yeah.
That's the fuse
and
box.
also remember yesterday we had a really short wire from the switch to the kitchen LED. So with that there I pulled that out
long.
and yeah, got it.
Oh my god, we could almost just about this make this under floor LED. It's that long. Look.
Well. I've then also run this sofa LED. We only run from this where the sofa LED light will be to the switch. So I've completed that one by going from the switch to the distribution box now.
So the switch is when you come up here, you'll like tap a little switch that'll be on the side of the cabinet that's going to be up here, and then it goes from there, maybe up and across, and then back, and then down to the distribution box, correct?
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
I've also put in the Max fan front lead as well. So the only one I've got to do left now that I can think of is just the front light.
Kia ora, it's Thursday afternoon. I have just come home from work and I was super excited to see the van doors open, and look who I find. Do you want to give us an update on what you're doing and what's happened today? Well, I've been out of the house.
So I was just about to just put this loom just on. These are the wires that are to go up to the roof for the solar panels. And yeah, basically we're at this stage because we had the team from Beacon Electrical here. Chris was his name, and he did the fitting out of the wires through for the alternating current.
Show us. What have we got? Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start?
Well, let's start here. First of all is the main wire for, we're going to have two double plugs here on top of the kitchen bench.
Main reason, coffee machine, toaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then below this is where the microwave will be. And then we've got another wire over here for the induction cooktop.
Cool, which is down here. It's not, I mean, it's up high.
Yeah.
Coming out of that wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then over here, we've got where the hot water cupboard will be. And then
Not cupboard.
Well, sorry, the hot water cylinder
Tank?
or tank. Yeah.
Electric hot water heater thingy.
That there, yes. And then over here, we've got another double set of plugs up. They're going to be up in the cabinets that are going to be here.
Daryl, face the camera. Why do we have a double plug up there?
PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then we've got another wire down here for. So you want the plug to be on the side of the seat? Is that
It can't be on the side. It has to be on the front of the seat.
Yeah, because it's
no, it has to be on the face of the seat. Yeah.
the side.
We use different words. Yeah, facing out into the walkway.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's for being able to use as an alternative PowerPoint
for your laptop. Yeah. And yeah, that's. I think.
So they didn't run anything up and over. Oh, there is. There's something up there. It says solar 1.
Yeah, it's the one that's going to go for solar, the third array.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And were they happy with what we had done?
No complaints.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. The other thing that they have done, I can see, is up here they've put our splitter for our Simarine behind the wall, which is cool. So now we can put some insulation in here, eh?
I guess almost we could put insulation down now because everything's run.
Yeah.
Except for the where the
jumble of crap comes out of the wall.
Yeah.
Cool. This is what I mean by a jumble of crap coming out of the wall. It's messy, but it's not. Oh, we could still insulate behind there, Daryl.
And I said that we're going to run some wires at the back of here, and I guess it's the wire from here to go to here.
So we're going to have a wall that's about here to be the back of the garage.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got it roped off it. and then we're going to have our bed at about this height. So in front of that wall, or maybe along the top between where the bed meets, we are going to run the toilet line, a control,
Yeah.
one of these blue, I don't know what they're called, Ethernet cables.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Yeah, for our monitor for our Victron inverter.
Victron remote.
Victron inverter, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, very cool. So you're just finishing off?
Yeah, I'm just gonna chuck this loom in here just to protect these wires, and yeah.
Cool.
And then I think that's basically about it.
What I'm wondering, Desi. You got a photo of you doing this.
Did you catch the tongue, did you?